So welcome to all of our trade partners from the UK and Ireland around the world to the second of our education series. So it's well worth just recapping on what Celebrity stands for, where we are in the marketplace, what we deliver, what is award winning, and what we're taking to another level with the Edge class ship. So we are proud that we are constantly winning awards for our 5 pillars: design, accommodation, destinations, culinary, and service. And I think that the emphasis here with EDOM is all about design and culinary and how it's cleverly brought together. Remember that with the first reveal, the whole unique outward-facing concept is what breaks away from traditional ship design. So Edge was our first ever ship created in a 3D virtual reality. And what we reveal to you shortly is nothing short of breathtaking using this technology. So as I said, we are at the forefront of ship design when it comes to the big names in the industry. So Nate Berkus, who is a guy well known in the US for being on the cutting edge of interior design, is our ambassador. But we are so proud to have Kelly Hoppin and Tom Wright on board with us as they lead the way in designing innovative and modern stateroom accommodations, with Tom Wright as an architect bringing the magic carpet and the resort deck to life. Both Brits and both never worked with a cruise line before. So of course we showcased our leading edge accommodations, the retreat venues, the magic carpet and the resort deck, and the rooftop garden and sunset bar, and the world was blown away with what we'd shared. In fact, the day that Celebrity Edge was revealed, it was one of the top tweets globally. 512 balcony staterooms, 8 accessible, all concierge and aqua class staterooms will have the breathtaking infinite balcony. 201 square feet stateroom, 42 square feet balcony is a total of 243 square feet. King-sized celebrity cashmere bedding from the lovely Kelly Hoppin. The touchscreen control of lighting, shades, temperature, and service. And of course, the eye-popping, jaw-dropping infinite balcony, which is a floor-to-ceiling window that becomes a balcony by the touch of a button, taking you to the edge of the water. And of course, we are well known for our luxury offering, and our suite class now is really on another level. We have the most incredible brand new suite class accommodation, the iconic suites, first ever in the fleet and the largest in the fleet, and our 2-story Edge villas, along with our much loved penthouse, celebrity, and royal suites. And when you are talking to your guests about a suite class experience with Celebrity, remember that on board an Edge class ship, we're taking the suite class experience to a whole new level. So we've got the sun deck, the pool, and the bar and the lounge, all part of the retreat. A private exclusive area just for our guests in suite class. And don't forget also that Lumine is part of the retreat through that beautiful, eloquent private restaurant. Don't forget that the suite class exclusive venues are conveniently interconnected, so that allows our guests in suites to go seamlessly from one venue to another. And I think most people were blown away by the magic carpet. This is the exterior floating platform that transforms into a new purpose depending on the location or the deck it's at, overlooking the waters below, providing unparalleled panoramic views. So on deck 2, it's the luxury tendering platform for when we are joining the Edge launches. Decks 5 and 16 are specialty dining venues. And so what we're really excited about is that these areas are going to be fluid, flexible, ever-changing, and again, Celebrity is showing itself as the leading cutting-edge cruise line in the industry. Deck 14 is an extension of the pool bar and the outdoor lounge. So we don't call it the pool deck because it's so unusual. It's asymmetrical in design, and the resort deck encompasses so much with a regular pool deck, with those amazing martini glass jacuzzis, the private cabanas, and also the unique areas such as the adults-only solarium and the rooftop garden. So all of these areas were designed by Tom Wright. The pool is 25 meters long with in-pool lounges. The adults-only solarium is this beautiful art installation with so much open space, glass with the natural light coming through. And the rooftop garden is going to feature live music, nature, LED movie screens, and of course the rooftop garden grill. So let's just retrack on the itinerary. And of course, as you know, Celebrity Edge, the first of our 4 or 5 ships in the Edge class, will be based in Fort Lauderdale from December 18 through to April 19, operating amazing 7-night Eastern and Western Caribbean itineraries. And did you know that within the first few days of Edge going on sale, all of the suites sold out? So we're really, really proud as well to be associated with Malala Yousafzai, and she is the 19-year-old Nobel laureate and UN Messenger of Peace. So we've honored her as our godmother to our newest ship, Celebrity Edge, and I'm sure you know her story. She has come through great adversity and amazing challenges to be someone that represents the pioneer and fighter, the champion for access to education for girls all around the world. So with her Malala Fund, she's donating everything she earns, everything that she gains, and is donated to trying to give access to girls all around the world, especially in countries where education is not readily available, to enjoy the rights and the privileges that we all enjoy. So we're really, really proud that we are associated with Malala. So can I have a drum roll, please? We were blown away by Celebrity Edge first reveal with everything that you've just seen. And are you ready for the next Celebrity Edge reveal? Drum roll, please. Yes. So welcome to Eden. Those 3 words are key, and I want you to think about them. I want you to remember them. I want you to repeat them when you're talking about Eden, because this ship is truly designed to change the way that you experience the world. And so what we're talking about here is indulging the senses in a transformative atmosphere like nowhere else. And we're not just talking about cruise ships. We're not just talking about the cruise industry. We're talking about the world. We're talking about a utterly unique experience. I don't even want you to think about Eden as a venue. It's an experience like no other on this planet. So we choose our design partners very carefully. And so we went to an architectural firm called Wilson Butler, led by a guy called Scott Butler. And he is the founding partner of one of the most renowned architectural firms in the US, specializing in the arts. And so when we were looking at multi-level design, we wanted to work with an interior designer who could bring this really transformative vision to life. The natural elements of Eden really need to stand out. So we turned to world-renowned designer Patricia Orchiola, and we knew that a collaboration with her would bring about what we wanted to achieve with this kind of breathtaking space for Eden. And so together with Patricia and Scott, we've created a place that doesn't just offer one experience, but many different experiences. as Eden transforms. So again, you really have to take a step back, forget about what you think is traditional design, traditional experience, and start again. We wanted to drive our guests into a new experience through materials, colours, technology, art, and performances. Really, in a nutshell, Eden is a state of mind. So it's the essence of a place that is constantly changing and transforming and stimulating every sense, every minute of the day and night that you're there. And we're going to divide the experiences into 3 areas: chilling out, chillful; being active, playful; and indulging, silful. So, are you on the edge of your seat? Get ready to enter Eden. So it all begins with the Journey to Eden, which is a unique art installation that leads to Eden, and it offers the feeling of a really tranquil, peaceful garden atmosphere where you can just relax, open your mind, and get ready for this really, really unique, unmatched combination of sensory experiences that lie ahead. And once you're inside Eden, the edge concept introduces that industry-changing concept of outward-facing spaces that's designed to kind of build a greater connection between you on board and the sea and the world around you. So as a concept, the essence is a true window to the world, literally. So you've got 3 levels of sensory experiences completely wrapped in glass. 3 stories of windows that look out the ocean, with 2 areas of alfresco seating on both sides, so that you've got amazing, breathtaking views outside of the ship. The sheer size of Eden will amaze anyone who enters, because it's by far the grandest and greatest space we've ever designed that purposely connects you to the sea. And as our chairman, Richard Fain, said on the live launch last night, it's actually the largest area that's completely encased in glass on any cruise ship, as far as we know. So let's start off in the morning. When you're in Eden, it's a chillful place. So it's very enticing. The morning light will stream through the windows. Every space is open to discovery. So there'll be gentle, soothing music beamed directly to wireless headphones that you're provided with on arrival. And then there will be amazing impromptu live performances all around you, from such performers as sitar players, aerialists swinging around the room. It's very bright and airy. The 3 stories of the windows bring in the gorgeous first rays of the day, and giving you, of course, just amazing views of the sea as far as the eye can see. So there will be lookout points that are all furnished, offering, the perfect place to chill on every level. So at this layer, there is a lively open air kitchen and menus that are going to be giving you something really different in terms of cuisine, actually served by the performance artists that we call Edenists. So it's all about a revolution. It's not about evolution or it's about transformation and revolution. It's a space where nature is so present. We call this a room that lives. It's multifaceted. It's so many different elements. It's innovative, and you won't find anywhere else like it on the planet, as I said before. So on deck 5, we have the Eden Cafe, which is open for breakfast and lunch, providing lovely snacks and, of course, our specialty teas and coffees. So this area is mainly inside Eden, seating 144 guests, but there's also an outdoor area for up to 76 guests. We haven't finalized the menu yet, so stay tuned on this. But with Eden, it's not just about facing outwards towards the world. It's kind of welcoming the world in, fusing nature with the senses. And so we have many different concepts which you're going to have to really kind of take a pause to think about, from the living library of plants to the Tree of Life installation. This is an amazing art installation in itself. It's iconic on many of our Solstice class ships. You may remember in the atrium on our Solstice class ships, we have the beautiful tree, floating tree. Well, this takes it to another level, to a winding multi-deck pathway inspired by spiral shapes found in nature. So the design of everything you look at is inspired by nature, trees, plants, it will all connect in that way. So it's blending nature with design, and it blends culinary with performance art. It's a fusion that is kind of creating this delightfully unexpected array of immersive experiences. So, no matter what time of day or night, a visit to Eden will awaken every sense: taste, smell, touch, sight. And then in the afternoon, we're going to take the notch up a little bit from chilling out to being playful. So this is where we have hands-on culinary enrichment classes, cooking demonstrations, cook-offs. You'll be able to, polish up on your cooking skills in a class. You'll also be able to take part in cocktail making classes and wine tasting too. You can just relax and explore, listen to the atmospheric sounds of the waves, the sea, rustling leaves. Again, background music, live music. Wind your way up to the next level of Eden. You've got this really unusual and unexpected musical performances. And then when you get to the bar on the second level, you'll see something called the Library of Plants. So this is a tantalizing new art installation that is actually a functioning venue too, because it towers above the bar, and what it is a selection of plants and herbs that are used as fresh ingredients and garnishes for our handcrafted cocktails at the bar. So you'll be able to smell all of these plants and herbs, and you'll be just blown away, almost assaulted by this incredible mixture of sensory experiences. And this is how it really comes together. It's so, so clever. So enjoy a drink, see the bartenders create a cocktail with fresh ingredients from the Library of Plants. As the sun sets, the energy transforms inward, and the views of the outdoors fade into darkness. And this is what we call social magic. As I said, the clever concept of Eden is it's constantly changing, constantly transforming, lots and lots of different things happening all around you, depending on what time of day or night it is. And at night, it's what we call an extravaganza of sensory enchantment. So the design is starting to be played with, if you like, creative lighting, small atmospheric performances. Again, a lot of pop-up performances within Eden. So creating a new ambience, creating a new atmosphere. The sun's going down. Eden is becoming sinful. So it really is the sinful part of Eden. The phase of being sinful is the headline, the halo effect of the whole Eden concept. And so we have an experience called Eve at Eden, where you'll experience the ultimate in this indulgent fusion of performance art, culinary treats, and nightlife. So Eve at Eden is the result of our partnership with an amazing company called Variety Worldwide. These people are geniuses and are, again, pioneers and cutting edge in the entertainment industry, when it comes to unconventional entertainment. They blend theatre with dining and nightlife. And they've been doing it for years in the top venues in Las Vegas, Dubai, and New York. And if you want to get an insight or a take on variety worldwide, I recommend that you go to YouTube and put in the Queen of the Night dinner show. It is simply awesome and very, very celebrity. So I definitely check that out. Sinful is the headline. So when we go into Eden in the evening, we are stepping into an experience called Eden, and the Eden restaurant is a focal point for this experience. But let me go back to the bar. The music will start to become more upbeat. We will have live performances from didgeridoo artists and floating acrobats. The Edenists who are our performance, they interact directly with the guests, offering canapes and different type of weird and wonderful experiences, magic, illusion, and they will also be winding in and out of the tables, making sure our guests are happy and fully entertained. And then when dinner is served in the restaurant, the Edenists dance down the spiraling staircase and they get the guests to follow them. So when the customers are down to deck 4, this is where a soundtrack is played. The lighting in the room begins to awaken into a very lively colour scheme, like a dance. And then Edenists make way for a dramatic solo dance where they will snake through the table. It will be fully interactive while you're eating. And then they emerge from the kitchen with the first course, parading through and serving our guests with a tableside flourish. So that's the first course. And then afterwards, the Edenists will visit each table again, offering unique, immersive interactions, musical interludes, tableside illusions. There's nothing like it. No, the world has never seen anything like this. Moving on to the second course, we move from what we call the moon phase to the sun phase. Again, it's a very, very different concept. It's very out there. The lighting changes. Then the Edenists initiate an immersive interlude where they will give every table their own very own performance. There are additional pop-up performances all around Eden, a singing duet, and a snake-inspired aerial contortion performance. So if you think about the aerialists that we have on our Solstice and Millennium class ships, you can only see those in the theatre, but you will be able to experience these while you're in Eden for Eva Eden. And then this is the crescendo. This is the climax. When the clock strikes midnight, the full cast comes to a big, vibrant crescendo with a duet performance, a full cast and Edenist dance, and an acrobatic champagne walk performance. And then this performance, the crescendo, the climax, literally brings the guests out of their seats back down to deck 5 at the Eden bar for a sinful dessert paired with very lively lighting, what we call soundscapes, which is kind of like an orchestral digital performance with sound and light. And this is what we call extreme dramatic dining. Multiple meal courses interwoven with entertainment and Edenists performing above and around you. This will completely blow our guests away. So think about Eden as, first of all, a culinary experience with an edge. It's creating a whole new way to dine, not just at sea, but anywhere in the world. Remember, dining menus and pricing will be unveiled at a future reveal, so stay tuned. And again, it's this very, very clever fusion and combination of culinary and entertainment. Who says that these two experiences need to be completely separate? Variety Worldwide have tried and tested and won awards for it, and we want to go on this journey with them and take our guests with us. So we're going to have live music and live performances throughout the day, the afternoon, and in the evening. Sitar players, calming pianos, electrified evenings, aerialists and Edonists, everywhere that you look. So it's just such a different, cutting edge and exciting concept. And David Lay, he is one of the founders of Variety Worldwide, and his brainchild is Eve at Eden. Remember this evening sinful experience in Eden. We're blending a unique sinful fusion of culinary and entertainment to an unforgettable experience. So where is Eden going to be? Well, as you can see from this artist impression, Eden will be located at the back of the ship along decks 4, 5, and 6. Now, you might be thinking, isn't that where we've traditionally had the main dining room? Well, that's a great question. So stay tuned for more on culinary experiences in our future reveals. So let me just show you an updated deck plan that gives you an idea, a context as to where Eden is going to be located. And as you can see, there are many exciting and innovative areas of the ship that have to be revealed just yet. So take a closer look at Eden on the deck plan. All the venues within Eden are accessed from the main entrance on deck 5 via the Journey to Eden, which is that art installation I told you about. As you enter Eden, the Eden Cafe will be on your left, and your focal point is into the open space of Eden Bar, featuring the Tree of Life, the Library of Plants, and the large panes of floor-to-ceiling windows and glass along the back. A unique feature is a wraparound ramp that connects decks 5 to 6 and provides a dynamic, open, and very untraditional design to really enhance and make special this very venue, to where you go to the open lounge area above. So again, the bottom line here, the all-pervasive concept of Edge is open to the world, outward facing, so much natural light, incredible breathtaking views connected to the sea. An Eden restaurant is accessed going down the stairs from deck 5 to deck 4. So let's do a quick review of some of the most popular FAQs in regards to Eden. So remember that Eden is a great place for guests who need accessible facilities, and it's fully accessible through lifts to deck 4 and 6 and from the main entrance on deck 5. It's a complimentary public venue that's available throughout the day and evening. Certain areas will be speciality, and of course we've got the Eve at Eden experience, which will take place in the Eden restaurant at night time. So there will be dining and beverage packages along with specialty dining packages. Prices and details to be revealed at a later date. We highly recommend that if you want to dine in a specialty restaurant or enjoy Eve at Eden, that reservations in advance are made. All culinary and beverage enrichment classes will be hosted in Eden, and also this area is available for group functions. So that's really exciting if you have any customers that want a specific group event or function. Surprise entertainment acts throughout the day and evening, and you'll be glad to know that there are no age restrictions to enjoy Eden. So I just want to remind you that the whole philosophy of celebrity cruises in Ireland, the UK, and around the world is that we are committed to supporting you, helping you, informing you, exciting and inspiring you. There is no brand out there at the moment that is doing what we are doing. And we know that plenty of affluent guests who are booking a holiday experience, not on price, but on experience alone, will love Celebrity. We are so supportive when it comes to our rewards and when it comes to our tools, when it comes to marketing. And we want you to remember that we are an award-winning cruise line that's committed with you all the way. Don't forget that on Cruising Power, we have our Cruising Power Celebrity Cruises section, where you are now able to access lots and lots of assets, photos, images, films, teasers, banners, and material to use for marketing and publicity. The main hub to download these for Edge is the Sales and Marketing Toolkit. We've also got a section on Cruising Power there, I pointed it out, which gives you an overview and links to further resources. My baby is learning and development and training you to be experts. I hope that you're all captains on Cruising for Excellence Online, but we are creating what we call an Edge Hub with lots of mini modules covering each and every reveal. So I'm excited to say that the EDOM mini module is now live on Cruising for Excellence Online. It will give you all of the lowdown on EDOM, and you will be an expert when it comes to selling the ships that are leaving the future behind. So you may be asking now, what's next? Well, in autumn 2017, we are going to be hosting our third reveal for Celebrity Edge, so stay tuned. Be sure to stay up to date with all that's happening with Celebrity Edge by staying connected with us on our Celebrity Travel Agents Facebook page. We have one for UK, we have one for Ireland. I also have a Facebook page. We have our Celebrity Commitment YouTube channel where I will be uploading this podcast. And we also have, of course, Cruising Power and our Sales and Marketing Toolkit. It's been an absolute pleasure being able to share this Edge sighting reveal with all of you and taking a journey with us to EDOM, an experience that will awake all of the senses. Thank you very much for joining me, and I hope you are as edge-sighted as I am. Okay, that is the end of this